everybody. Welcome into the show this week. Midwest Mike's coming at you. I'm Gary.
This is Austin.
And we are back for another week, another show. I was counting the other day. This is show 21.
Wow, I didn't know we had that many. Yeah. I knew we've been doing it for a little bit. Yeah. I didn't know it was 21.
So 21.
Hey,
we're doing it 21 shows, man.
That's sweet.
Some people said it wouldn't last.
I know. People are talking all that trash. I heard about another show. Guess what? It only lasted like one episode, maybe one day. It's gone. I don't even want to talk about the name. Yep. It's out of here. Some of our friends, trash.
Garbage. They can't stick to nothing. I think this show might have lasted longer than one of their marriages.
I think you're correct.
Yeah. So we won't let you know which one. We'll let you figure that out.
Or is it one of those things where the marriage is gone in his in his head, but they haven't actually made they haven't done the divorce yet.
Yeah.
He's already
something like that. Yeah, he's already out there.
It's not you.
No, not me. My marriage is going great. I love it. I love married life. Married life.
Good call.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, when we last left you, we were in the conference finals for the NBA. And the Cavs did finish off the Celtics in 7 games. They finally won a road game in the series, beating Boston in Game 7. And the Warriors won Game 7 in Houston. So both teams won on the road to close it out. And we have a Cavs-Warriors NBA Finals for the 4th year in a row.
4th year in a row. For sure. Well, not for sure the two best teams just because Rockets weren't healthy. I'm not saying the Warriors wouldn't have beat them with Chris Paul. But it definitely makes a difference, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like a big difference.
I mean, as a fan, I would have liked to see Chris Paul play those 2 games and see, just how different it could have possibly been.
In my opinion, Chris Paul is best. Now we're talking about like true point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know, like Russell Westbrook to me is like. I mean, I wouldn't say. I'm not saying he sucks or anything. I'm saying not like true, not an assist first point guard type guy. He's a shot taker. Chris Paul can hit some shots, but Chris Paul is like old school. I think he's the best true point guard in the game. I think. I mean, like Ben Simmons is coming up. Ben Simmons is awesome. Lonzo will be really good. But Chris Paul is like the veteran man. He's awesome. I would have liked to have see him ever play with LeBron. It would have been a lot of fun, which could still happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, with Chris Paul being hurt. I think Vegas had the line at Warriors -6.
Yeah, and they won by, 8, 10?
Yeah, something like that. And actually, Rockets started out pretty hot, and then they missed 27 threes in a row.
Never had happened before in a conference finals.
And they were like, I saw some of those looks. Some of them are open. Like, so if they hit like 4 or 5 of them, now we're talking.
It's a different game.
It's a different game. Not saying the Warriors lose. But saying Warriors change what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's adjustments and stuff.
And that's what I'm not. I mean, I'm not saying that Chris Paul miraculously makes Houston win those 2 games, the last 2 games of the series, but they're different games from an athletic standpoint, from a coaching standpoint. Just with Chris Paul on the floor, healthy, it's a different game plan for Golden State. Who knows down the stretch? Maybe it's a 2-point game instead of, 6 or 8. So you're a 1-possession game. You got to do some things differently.
Yeah, say like the scenario changes up, coaching changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris Paul, real floor general. Curry is too. Curry's shot's nicer. I think Paul's a better point guard. Paul's a better point guard.
Yeah.
I would have liked my prediction to come true with Rockets in 7, but. It's all good, man. So It's cool. We get Warriors, Cavs 4.
In the previous 3 finals, Golden State is 2-1. They won 2 of the 3 against the Cavs. LeBron has won 1, bringing that championship to Cleveland, which was exciting for Cleveland. So
good series too. Yeah. Came back on 3-1 or 1-3. Came back, won 3 in a row. It was nice, too, for the Cavs. That season, Love and Kyrie both healthy. And that was looking good. And then, the Warriors didn't have Durant yet. And so basically what ended up happening is we got the series last year with pretty much the same rosters, except Warriors had Durant, and that really puts them over to win the series last year.
In fact, I did see today on ESPN they were talking, and according to the Westgate in Las Vegas, who would you say is the leading candidate to get series MVP?
I really like to say LeBron, but it would be probably Durant.
Yep. Durant is, I think they said 4-1. So who do you think's second?
So it probably actually might be Curry.
Curry was second. I think he was 5 or 6.
And LeBron's your 3.
And then LeBron was third at 7-1.
Now,
who would you say is the next Cavalier on the list? Because I don't want to go through the whole list, but who do you think the next Cavalier is on the list after LeBron?
Okay, so it's Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Right?
Because what do you think the odds are? LeBron's a 7-1.
So Love's 25-1?
20.
20.
This was according to the Westgate in Vegas. I saw it on ESPN earlier today. I was watching. They love to talk some LeBron. So
yeah. And the thing is too, if you say, if the bet was, hey, who's going to have the better series? I mean, it's going to be LeBron. He had the better series last year, but the problem, the thing is, I don't know how many times it's happened where the MVP's on the losing team. Has that?
I don't know if it's.
And you're like, okay, thanks.
We'll have to do some research on that and get back to you.
I keep thinking LeBron got that one time or something. I don't know, maybe not. But Super Bowl, anything like that, right? It's really hard to do that because you have to hand out that trophy, and then you have to give the championship trophy off. So it just doesn't really it
doesn't mesh.
It doesn't mesh at all with the whatever TV production, and then how the post game's going or anything like that. So I think it'll probably be Durant unless he keeps playing like he has.
I mean, honestly, do you see any way if the Cavs were to win this series that anybody but LeBron is the MVP?
No, that'd be it, right? Unless Love comes out and just destroys it. But which is not going to happen. So it'll be LeBron, right? Cavs win.
I mean, if the Cavs win, LeBron's your MVP. So if you're a big LeBron guy and you're a big Cavs guy, then that 7-1 is not terrible. I mean,
it's not, and that's actually
throw some money on there.
That 7-1's spot on, really, because that's about. You'd probably like to get 10-1 on that, but 7-1's fine because
if you look at it, the Warriors. I know Durant stands out a little bit. But they just have so many of those guys. They have what we call a super team now, is the word everybody throws around. So, there's 3 or 4 guys that you could legitimately probably argue for MVP.
Yeah, so on their roster, before that, the last 2 years, so they've had 4 All-Stars, right? So
yeah.
4 of their 5 starters are All-Stars. Durant, Curry, Clay, Draymond. And I would say all 4 of those guys are maybe Draymond, I don't know, but top 25, top 30, all 4. It's crazy. Because Durant's and for some people Durant's the best right now.
Yeah. So, if I was going to bet on MVP, which I'm not, I would say your best bet is LeBron because
for value,
because with the Warriors, it could be Durant, it could be Klay Thompson, it could be Steph Curry. It just kind of depends. It could even be Draymond. It would just depend on how they play in each game and how the series goes.
Yeah, for Draymond it'd be if because he can score and he actually can shoot threes.
Obviously he'd be the longest shot of those 4.
But Draymond would be the guy that if he had a game where he had 10 blocks, not 10, but 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks, something crazy, something stupid, where it's and they were
just a crazy stat line,
best defensive game we've ever seen, or something he's getting in, or something super memorable because it's all about what have you done for me lately. So if Draymond really steps up big, that could be it. But I would actually, if I had to bet money, and not a value bet, I would take Curry. Durant's been slumping a little bit, and Curry's been shooting the ball really well. Or Clay. Clay is super hot. Nobody really talks about Klay Thompson, right? But he is. And some people actually, you go on message boards and stuff, they'll have Klay over Steph. And then when you start looking at numbers, it's super close. Klay Thompson's an awesome player.
And that's why I say, that's why I'm saying the value bet is on LeBron.
100%,
Just
I agree.
because,
The value for sure.
I mean, even you're a big LeBron guy, and you can't really pick one guy on Golden State that is for sure, okay, if Golden State wins the series, this is your MVP. You can't say that.
Yeah, it's tough to, yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
if Cleveland wins the series, I mean, I'd say 99% it's going to be LeBron.
It'd be like 99.9, right?
I mean, there's a small chance that someone else gets it, but
Jeff Green.
yeah, I mean, realistically,
I really start, if you like really start breaking down, the rosters and the matchups, it is Golden State is heavily favored. So if the Cavs end up winning, I mean, it would because of LeBron doing what he's been doing,
which is unreal.
All postseason. This is the best. So far, numbers wise, it's the best postseason I think we've seen from a player. Just one postseason. Not talking about wins or anything, but talking about like the numbers wise. Mm-hmm. I think I saw him compared because Jordan's best. I thought Jordan's best would be 95. Colin brought it was 93, and it should have been his best because that was his easiest year. He did it was like Cavs. I don't know. It was Cavs, Hawks. I mean, it was the East was actually kind of garbage, and then he got to the finals. And I think the 93 was Trailblazers, right? Blazers.
Maybe. Yeah.
I was trying to remember who he beat. The 6 teams he beat the other day. No. 93 is no. Crap. Sonics or Suns?
Suns.
93 is
Barkley.
93 is Barkley, right?
Barkley's Suns.
Because then it goes Sonic and then Jazz.
I think so. Yeah.
So Lakers, Trailblazers, Suns, and then Sonics, Jazz. Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember the other day, but anyways, LeBron will have to have a monster game. And one thing that Toronto, their strategy was when they were going against LeBron was they played a lot of one-on-one with him because they thought, you know what, let's let him get his 35, or let's try to contain him. And then we'll force the other guys. We don't think the other guys are going to do nothing or whatever. It totally backfired. I thought Boston had a really good game plan. They just don't have.
They didn't have the stars to keep up. I mean,
they don't have like the one guy that's. I mean, like Morris did a really good job.
One guy carrying them. Yeah.
Morris did a really good job as far as locking down LeBron for the first 2 games they won, and then it's like LeBron kind of figured it out, but. Super smart player. It's been really fun to watch this whole series. Yeah. And I think he is tired.
So, all right. While we're kind of talking about LeBron, though, actually, before we get to that, who's your pick and how many games?
So
the NBA Finals.
I'll go Warriors in 5 games.
Warriors in 5?
Yeah.
I got Warriors in 6. I think Cleveland will win, too.
I'd be happy with that.
So we're both on the Warriors then for the finals. I'm going 6 games. You're going 5. Okay, so a little transition. You're a big LeBron fan, so I am going to give you a few minutes to just gloat and talk about LeBron. And what he has done the last 8 years is amazing. I mean,
so it is impressive, right?
The East, people say it's down, whatever. But for him to win the Eastern Conference the last 8 years, I mean, 2010 was the last time that he did not, and that was the Boston Celtics when they did, when they had Garnett and those guys, Paul Pierce. That was the last team to win the Eastern Conference that was not a LeBron-James team. I mean, obviously, some of those were Cavs, some of those were Heat. LeBron is 3-4 in the finals in that span, so this will be the 8th. But still, 8 years in a row. Talk about how special that is.
Well, so it's really special, and it's also really with a lot of times with everything else that LeBron does, it's very strategic, right? Stays in the East on purpose, does not go to the West because the West is crazy, right? It's a lot of good teams in the West, but to start this 8 finals run, his contract was up in Cleveland. Dan Gilbert is known as a bad owner. I'm not, I don't know exactly specifics on that. I know he took credit for the final or something. Anyways, him and LeBron don't get along. And I think what LeBron saw was, okay, the stars are not going to come to Cleveland. And the best help they ever gave him was they gave him Mo Williams.